Before I start this video, I just want to say everything I'm pricing on here is on Amazon. The pricing is pretty approximate. I did a pretty good job on it. But I did include shipping, so you don't have to look up that either. So please enjoy. Hello YouTube, it's the Kippy, and I'm bringing you an ultra budget PC build. Of course, you are going to have to make sacrifices. I'm not expecting you guys to have all the hardware in this build. And so you're going to have to use previous components like a hard drive and accessories and monitor, stuff like that. So I'm going to just go ahead and start off right now reviewing the first part of the build. As you see here, this is a Celeron dual core. It is 2.4 gigahertz, I believe, and it runs well if you add in a really good graphics card with it, but of course we aren't. It has integrated graphics within it itself. This doesn't run that fast, but you can definitely watch your movies, use it as a home entertainment computer, surfing the web, going on YouTube, stay-at-home work. But don't expect major video editing capabilities. It will not perform with, I'd say, 15 minutes or more of film on maybe Movie Maker or other software such as. I'm giving you guys another opportunity for another processor. Right here is a Pentium dual core. It is priced $60 compared to the Celeron dual core, which was priced at $40. I think the $60 ones runs at about 2.6 gigahertz, so it's 0.2 more. It does run better. It has a few advancements compared to the Celeron. Celeron's a bit default and standard. The Pentium dual core does have a bit more complicated advancements. Overall, the $20 is worth your money for the Pentium dual core compared to the Celeron. So do get this if you have the extra $20. If you're trying for whatever reason to build the most ultra budget PC in the world that can run pretty well and can do simple processes, then get the Celeron. But overall, this is a better processor. I don't know the situation you're in. So get this one if you can. Of course, if you're going to get a really cheap processor, not top of the line, then you're going to need a lot of RAM. Not a lot, sincerely 4 gigabytes of dual channel RAM like you see here. They're both 2 gigabytes PNY sticks. They run at 1333 megahertz. For those of you who don't know what RAM does, it pretty much lets your processor put memory onto the RAM to process later. And of course, if you don't have a processor that can process everything immediately, then it's going to need to put a lot of data onto the RAM to process in the meantime. Luckily, DDR3 RAM isn't too expensive and is priced at a convenient $25 on Amazon. This is a Gigabyte H61DS2 motherboard. It is priced at about $60 on Amazon. It is quite junky, but for the price, it has pretty good value. It does not have 6 gigabyte speeds for hard drives, but I'm assuming if you're building this type of budget build PC, you're not going to have top of the line hard drive. It has an LGA 1155 socket, which is perfectly compatible with the previous processors. It has dual channel memory holding up to about 16 gigabytes. This is a micro ATX board, but you can surely fit it in a pretty big graphics card. Of course, you don't have a lot of space, so you don't want to overdo it if you plan on upgrading later on. I'd say a Radeon 7750 would do the job well. There are many other graphics cards out there. I'll be suggesting some of them in other videos and letting you guys know, keep you guys up to date with the latest stuff. Last of all, to fit everything inside, we will be using, I can't remember the name, I'm going to do this by memory, R2PBK Roswell 450 watt case. So it does have a power supply in it. It is a big risk because mostly when you have a power supply in a case, it usually fails over time, maybe a few years or so. But I heard it was pretty good. Not a lot of people had it. I've had a friend who had it. He's had it for a while now. For people who've experienced it, they've had good reviews on it. There hasn't been too many downsides upon it. It is a well-managed case. You can fit everything nice and organized in the space it has. It's pretty standard. You can't do anything complicated with it, of course, but it works pretty well. It gives you space, and it's worth your money. Overall, this budget build ranges about $180 to $200. Thanks for watching. Please rate, comment, subscribe, and like. I assure you, these are all perfectly compatible. Of course, all of us are fit into different situations, so I'm not here to say if this is going to waste your money, if it's worth it. I don't know what situation you're in compared to mine. I was thinking about this build, but I think I'll save up a bit more for something a bit more expensive, because honestly, I don't think this will keep up to date for the next few years to come. And on a PC that can last at least a couple years, and I think this will easily get outdated over, sincerely, not a lot of time. It will get outdated fast, reasonably fast. Again, thanks for watching, and please subscribe.